Hey guys, welcome back to HoyosGarden. Today's episode is another scenarios,
Yeah.
which these three brilliant people will be reading it out, and I'll be enjoying listening
Listening,
and putting my
discussion,
inputs.
mate. There's
Obviously,
going to be
putting my inputs. Yeah,
discussions.
right.
Yes.
Over to you, Mr. Tarif.
Well, before we even say go over to
sorry,
you,
what
like,
did
can
I-
we just say, like, again, thank you once again for your scenarios. The last one that Tarif shared was very personal and deep, and we shared it, and you all loved it. Let us know if you are enjoying these scenarios. If you are, we're going to keep asking for you guys to send it, and we're going to, I guess, keep doing them. And if you're not enjoying them, then there is no need. Thank you. So, do you want to read the scenario number one for us? And we're going to be discussing it afterwards, right? So, try and read it as slow as you can for us.
Let me clear my throat. This is long, man.
Is it
Pause.
long?
all right.
Why are we laughing?
Okay. Scenario number one.
Whoa, why are you guys hustling?
That's it. Okay.
Why? Is it a fun scenario?
No.
Oh.
It's a serious one. Okay, cool.
Serious.
Scenario one. I stole money from my mother.
Okay. That's why you're laughing.
How long ago was it?
Hey, listen to this.
Yeah, I'm listening.
All right, let's see. Hi, everyone. I want to share a story from my teenage years, a story that still haunts me to this day. When I was a teenager, I fell head over heels for a girl. I thought I was in love. But looking back, I realized I was being used.
Wow.
One day, desperate to impress her, I stole money from my mother. I thought it would make her like me more, make her see how much I cared. But when my mother discovered the money was missing, she didn't suspect me. Instead, she blamed her brother, my uncle, who had come over to visit. Watching my uncle get blamed for something that I did was broke my heart. I wanted to confess, but I was terrified of the consequences. The guilt weighed on me, especially knowing I had betrayed my mother's trust for someone who didn't care about me at all. Eventually, the girl moved on, leaving me with nothing but regret. It took me a long time to muster the courage to tell my mother the truth. When I finally did, it was a painful conversation. But it also opened the door to for forgiveness and healing. This experience taught
me, I think.
This experience taught me a lot about honesty, the value of trust, and the importance of taking responsibility for my actions. To anyone out there who might be in a similar situation, I want you to know it's never too late to make things right. Owning up to your mistakes is hard, but it's the first step towards rebuilding trust and finding peace.
Oh my God, I love that. I love that ending bit. So, if I understood that correctly, what this person is saying that they stole money from their mom, and then the mom didn't think it was the son, and she instantly accused her brother that came for a visit. Is that correct?
Mhm.
And then he kept that a secret this whole time, and then eventually he thought, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to tell my mom, which is the right thing he did, I think. And then it just opened up doors for them having a better relationship and them healing, and then I guess like kind of like moving on from it. But what happened to the brother? I wonder how.
Yeah, he didn't give insight on the brother.
So my question is, I'm a bit confused with the question.
There's no question. The person,
the scenario. I'm a bit confused with the scenario itself. Why I'm confused is at the end it said that is it she or he?
She.
Yeah. So she
Oh,
said.
it doesn't really
I
specify.
think it's he.
He.
The he.
Maybe.
I don't know.
So so did somebody else encourage him to do the stealing?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
No,
yes,
no, no.
yes.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think he was encouraged. I think he did it for a girl that he liked. He was trying to impress her. He stole the money to impress a girl,
okay.
but then the girl was only using him, and then shortly after that, she just left him. Anyway,
after he did all that.
After he did all of that.
Subhanallah.
Yeah. Basically, how do you guys feel about that?
I mean,
Would you ever do that for a girl? I
Girls,
know you're
I
married. but
literally was
just-
gonna say
yeah.
no. Hold on, no.
I know you are married, okay, but
Yeah.
just for a sec, close that. But would you have done it for a girl?
Steal from my mother? No, bro. That's
Huh?
weird. No. That's
What about
crazy.
you, Abdullah?
No, bro. That's just stupid.
That's
Yeah?
crazy.
Yeah, but we don't want to make this person feel bad than
No,
what they're
don't-
already feeling.
Don't get
So-
twisted. When I say crazy, I don't blame the person because
Yeah.
obviously, as they said, they were deeply in love.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to the point where if they weren't in that situation, then
Yeah.
it'll be kind of weird.
Yeah.
But obviously, if they're blinded by love in this
Yeah.
situation, and obviously there's a lot of mixing like emotions and stuff, they probably realized afterwards how much of like a bad mistake that was.
Yeah.
So obviously, for me to sit there and be like they're completely wrong for it,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
completely wrong.
yeah.
But in my eyes, in their situation, like it happened.
Yeah.
So obviously now they know the best way was to like
Talk
to
about it.
talk
to
about it and tell the truth.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
alhamdulillah, they got like they asked for forgiveness
Yeah.
for
Forgiveness.
For forgiveness.
for forgiveness.
Yeah.
And yeah, you get me.
Oh, the stuff
Damn.
the stuff is coming.
Damn.
I get that. It's doing it for
Yeah.
Damn.
What do you feel about the situation, Abdullah? How do you feel about it?
To be honest,
me.
Huh?
no,
He's copying me. Right, on the
you guys
other
don't get a
me
job,
out.
man. But I don't know how I feel about it, bro. It's just now they can hear me. I'm good. Don't embarrass me like that. I'm good. They can hear me, man. I don't know how I feel about it. It's just messed up, man. Wallah.
What's messed up?
Situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't sit there and be like it's messed up because like
I don't. I'm gonna call you out on this though. I don't understand how you can go from having something to say when you're interested in a topic, and then when you're not, just to kind of be like, "Wallahi, I don't know, man."
nah, I don't know what to say about this. Like,
Okay,
generally. My
cool.
mind's just blank.
That's
innit?
cool. That's cool. We'll leave you to that. That's all right. But to be honest, I don't know how old the kid is. Right. I have to call him out on that. You can't sit
No.
down, grab a podcast, want to advise young people, and then say, "I don't know." You have to
No,
have an
I'm not.
opinion on something. Do you know what I
do,
mean?
but
But
my
then-
mind just
And
blank.
if you don't, that's okay, and that's absolutely fine
it's
because
okay, then why you
because the
coming
scenario doesn't interest you. That's what it is.
That's not-
When the
that's
scenario
not the
interests
case.
you, you have a lot to say.
That's not the case.
Then what's the case then?
I just generally don't know what to say.
Okay, that's fine, and that's
That's
okay.
fine. Why are you still coming at me?
I'm not coming at you. I'm trying to move on from it right now. If you want me to come for you, I'll come for you, son. I'll
Okay.
come for you.
Alright.
Trust me. Anyways, moving on from that, I think
Yeah.
the part where he basically went to his mum and was like, "Do you know what? I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry about it." And the thing is, he didn't ask a question, did he? Or they didn't ask a question. They literally just went straight to, like, if you ever have something to say it. Don't hold it in. And I really
Yeah.
love that. Like, they didn't come in as a question. He came in with an advice. And that's very, very important. I think what he's trying to say from that is, you know, if you do something wrong, talk about it. Ask for forgiveness. As long as you
Yeah.
say, "Hey, I've done this wrong, and I want to, like, you know, say sorry about it," then I think that's really, really nice what he did there. To be honest, I don't know his age. Do I condemn what he's done? No. Do I think people don't steal money? No. I think most children steal money, but I don't know if he's a kid. I don't know if he's a grown man. So it just depends on the level of how much you stole and
Exactly.
his age as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
But we still appreciate
But
the
like
honesty.
they say, everything in love and war.
Yeah, love makes you do some
So,
crazy stuff though, doesn't it?
100%. It makes you do crazy stuff that you don't want to do.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
probably it's because of that. But we
forbid.
can't blame him, can we? But it's just a part of that, you know, knowing that you've done it.
Yeah.
Your brother, like your uncle and your mom, just falling out, brother and sister falling out.
Yeah.
That's more painful, man.
Yeah, yeah, no,
and you're
it's
just
true.
sitting there watching, like, and you can't even say anything.
Exactly that.
At that point.
Exactly that.
Because
Yeah.
at the end, you know what they say is like, she's saying something, the brother's saying something,
Yeah.
words are getting exchanged.
Yeah.
Those words that have been exchanged, it's not gonna like
It's
you
not.
can't
Yeah,
reverse
yeah,
it
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Maybe she's saying a hurtful and he's saying a hurtful word.
Because he's probably saying, "I've never done that. How dare you accuse me?"
Yeah.
She's there accusing
And
him.
probably he's saying that
I'm
from
never
now
coming
on,
back
I'm not going to be
again.
your brother. Our relation is done. This,
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then when she finds out that
He didn't do it.
actually your own child did it,
Yeah.
that is more painful.
Yeah. But then she has to go to him and apologize and mend that
Exactly.
relationship.
That's what I'm saying.
And
But
these-
will he accept it?
Yeah.
What's good? Will it be the same as it used to be before? All that event happened.
But then also, what made her suspect him? Because if I feel like there must have been a history or something for her to suspect him and not think her child first. Respectfully, if anything like that happened in my household, the first person I would want to put a finger on in the most respectful will be my child, because I would assume the best. I would assume the best of him too, but I'll think, you know what? Maybe my child took it. Let me ask him first. And if he says no, then I'll ask the rest. Do you know what I mean? Rather than me going straight to my guest. You do not want to insult your guest. You don't want to insult your kids, but you don't want to insult your guest. But you'd hope that maybe someone has taken it from your household, that you're close to, your husband, your daughter, your son, and then take it from there. When they say no, then filter it through.
I'm also assuming it's a big amount because obviously, if let's be honest, if it was a tenner or like a £20,
you're not gonna make fuss about it.
you wouldn't ask for forgiveness. The truth is, you'd just be like, I took it, sorry.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't be as deep as, for example, if it was like
huge money.
£1,000 or like £2,000, £3,000, then it's more where like, yo, I need some sort of forgiveness.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If it was like a £20, the person's probably thinking like, oh mum, by the way, I took that £20, by the way.
Yeah.
She wouldn't even probably think about it.
Or
as
even
much,
if the child
or
doesn't
even
confess,
question anyone.
You wouldn't go and question your
exactly
your
over
brother or
£20.
your sister
Like,
about it.
£20.
It's a valid
I do
point.
think it's a big amount, but obviously the person didn't clarify.
Yeah, that is so true. That's a very valid point. But yeah, man. Well, thank you for the advice.
Yeah, man.
Huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
To be honestly.
What's that? To be honestly.
You guys don't get it, man.
It's just when she says to be honestly and he's copying her, they're weird.
I never heard you say to be honestly until now.
He keeps saying that, and then you just said to be honest, and then this guy looks
to be honestly. Mocking us for our little
I'm gonna say
errors,
that
you
from
know.
now, don't worry. Honestly.
I would have jinn, yeah.
All
right.
How do you actually say it?
What?
To be honest, what's the right way of saying it?
That's how I say it.
What's the right way of saying it?
Huh?
What's the right way of saying it?
What do you mean?
There's a right way of saying it.
To be honest.
Yeah.
I know.
So why do
It's
you-
because you do know
is
that
how I
English
like
is
it.
like a third, fourth language.
Listen, what I'm saying, look, I don't want to be like your mom. I don't want to be like Tarif. I don't want to be like Ilari. What I'm saying, I'm a unique.
Yes.
I am my own.
Yes.
So
So
make
I've
it
got
work.
a way of...
Again.
You know what I
Make your
mean?
words
It
up.
is my own way of
Yeah.
talking.
Absolutely.
Like when I say, for example, Somali, Tarif doesn't like it because this is how I am.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
it
gonna
comes
change
down
for
to it's not
anyone,
about, I
yeah.
think it's the vocabulary, right? Like
For
none of
examples,
us, none of us like have it right anyway. But also, don't forget, English is like your third, fourth, fifth,
Language,
whatever
yeah.
language.
Oh,
like
allow
it's impossible,
Exactly.
and it's
She can
self-taught
speak
rather
saying-
than.
I know the
Yeah.
correct way how it
But that's how you
to be
pronounce
honest.
it. Yeah.
You just want to be
But
different.
I like, there you go. I
Yeah.
like to have my own, masalas, That's me.
Masalas.
Otherwise, I will not be who I am.
That's so
You
true.
know what I mean?
That's so true.
I'm unique, man. One piece, bro. You won't get anywhere. This is me. Right, moving on.
Next scenario.
Yes.
Abdullah, you reading the next scenario for us?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Yeah. Can't wait. Let's hear it.
Please be loud and clear.
Inshallah ta'ala. My struggles as a single father.
Ooh, struggles of a single father.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. From the moment I held my daughter's tiny hand, I promised to always be there for her. After my divorce, I had to juggle multiple jobs to provide for my daughter, which meant I started missing out on picking her up on weekends and attending her school activities. Her mother, frustrated by my inconsistency, began to limit my time with our daughter. This really broke my heart. Each missed moment felt like a personal failure. I tried reasoning with her mother, but nothing worked. I even suggested that I could pick her up from school most evenings, but nothing was good enough for her. Hearing my daughter ask why I wasn't around broke my heart. I'm not perfect, but I'm committed. I'm working hard to create a stable life, hoping one day her mother will see that my love and dedication outweighs my shortcomings. Why do some mothers do this to the children's father?
Why do some mothers do this to their children's father?
Why do some mothers do this to their children's father?
Mm. Did you get it?
Oh, I went blank.
So basically,
What is it?
the scenario is
Yeah.
that there's a guy,
Mm.
he has a daughter,
Mm.
and obviously he isn't with the mother anymore. And in this case, because he's had the daughter, and obviously he's trying to earn more money, he has more workload, so more work hours in it. So obviously now, because he's not spending that much time with the daughter, the mother's taking it like his inconsistency.
Mm.
So what the mother's doing now is limiting the amount of time he's seeing, even though it's already limited. So now what he's saying is that why am I in the situation where I can't see my daughter, basically?
Mm.
And like, why is the mother like this? What should I do, etc.?
And why do some of you mothers do this to us fathers?
How do you feel about the whole thing, mom?
To be honest, like, it's, I don't know, because I can understand where the mum is coming from, and I can understand where the dad is coming from as well. Like, he's saying he has to do 2 jobs, like he has multiple jobs, he said, I think. Multiple jobs, and he's feeling like he can't be there for his kid the way that he wants to be, and but he's trying, but the mum is not accepting. He's like, him trying is not enough, right? And I hear it, but from her perspective, she doesn't get to try, she just has to do it. Do you know what I mean? She's still, I don't know if she's working or anything, but she has to be there. There's no excuse. So she's saying, if you're not going to be consistent, I'm going to keep my kid away from you so that she doesn't have to deal with you not being present. Does that make sense?
No, because. But that's not fair, though.
Mhm.
If he's
Of
doing
course, that's what he's
it-
saying. It's not fair.
Yeah, so she's probably doing one job,
Yeah.
right? And he has to do
Multiple
job to provide for both of them. So, I mean, it won't be fair to myself to, how do I say it? Put, like,
to compare.
I can't compare myself with him.
Yeah.
I have more time because I'm only doing one job, or probably I'm not even doing any job. And then I'm just full-time mom. Yeah. So I am there. With my daughter. But he has to go out and work. And probably start first shift, then second shift. By the time he comes home, obviously the daughter might be
Probably in
sleeping
bed.
or and then by the time he needs to go in the morning, she's still sleeping. So how fair is it for her to say, I am doing more than you are?
I think my biggest concern here is like, I understand she's frustrated and she has every right to, because if my baby daddy said he's going to come on Saturday to pick up my child, I expect you to come on Saturday because I'm making plans now for Saturday so I can have a free time. And if you flop me this Saturday and you flop me the following Saturday or whatever, I am going to get upset and I am going to say you're inconsistent and I am going to call you out on that. But my biggest point here is, if the father is not abusive, dangerous, like someone who is a danger to you and your child's life, why are you stopping them?
Exactly.
Constantly advise them that they need to be there. Talk it out. Why are we stopping children from seeing their
So they're
dad?
not living together?
They're not. They're separated.
Okay.
I disagree with that. Like, I feel like maybe many women might not. I'm not talking to for every woman here, guys. Like, don't be mad at me or anything, because I have been a single mom and I have raised my child single-handedly. But anytime his father wanted to be there, the door is open. Yeah, there were plenty of times where I wanted to, like, do you know what I mean? Like, where have you been? Like, you're flopping me. But I want my child to have his father, no matter how good or crap his father is. Same goes to any mother. Like, we should never stop our children's fathers from being in our kids' life unless they're a danger to us, unless they're a danger to their kids. The inconsistency will cause a lot of emotions, but that's for them to answer. That's for the kid to say, I don't want to see my father. I don't want to see my mother. Not for the mother or the father to say, you are not going to see your parent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now.
I don't know.
In that way, like, I mean, okay, if the situation is like they're not living together, and understandable, one Saturday he let her down, and the second Saturday, that's weird. That's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
I mean, like,
But his job is not
obviously,
allowing it, maybe.
yeah, maybe,
you know?
yeah. That's why I was gonna
Yeah.
say that.
He did say he works weekends.
Yeah, so maybe, you know, if he constantly asks for time off on the day, then he might even lose the job. So
Yeah.
the fact that, you know, he can't
Yeah.
continuously, you know, she needs to understand as well, because
Yeah.
if he's working
Yeah.
and he mostly works in the weekend,
Yeah.
then you can't make those demands.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to go out, then you'll have to plan it during the weekdays when he's available.
No, but the thing is, he said,
Yeah.
one main thing he said was that initially, on times where it's, for example, like school, and they've finished late, he said he doesn't mind picking her up.
But that's not good
The
enough.
mother said no, or like
As
makes
in picking
excuses.
up from the school.
Yeah.
But
So
what's
he's
wrong
saying
with
I'm
that?
able to pick her up from school.
Yeah.
But she's just saying that's not good enough. I need you to be more involved.
But that is good enough, because he's actually giving you the break.
Yeah.
From picking the daughter up, and
Yeah.
then he's probably taking it to his place.
Yeah.
And he's going to be spending time. So you have that that couple hours, whatever hours it is, you know, for the child to spend with her dad.
Yeah.
Then why are you, I mean, being the wall in between?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
yeah.
most probably, maybe you don't want him to be involved. You just want to
maybe there is
keep playing
emotions between you two still playing out.
Maybe you want to keep.
You're taking it out on him. I don't know. I can't really. I can't.
It could be
it's
more
a very
deeper
sensitive
in there,
topic.
But,
we don't know
this
the
is,
real details.
I don't know what to advise, but I mean, whatever I've just said, I would think it that way.
Yeah.
So I mean, if he's trying his best,
yeah,
you need to compromise stuff as well.
Yeah.
You know, it has to be a bit of both. You can't just have all the time your
How'd
way.
you look like you're about to punch someone?
Huh?
How'd you look like you're about to punch someone?
Why?
Smile. Like, bit looking like that.
No, my eyes are hurting from that laughing.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, to that brother, we're really sorry that you having to go through that. And there is many, many, many fathers out there who actually are dying to see their children, but the mothers have put a stop to them because the fathers are inconsistent, or I don't know, to this man a situation he's working, to another man it could be that he's out there partying, doing other things, and is not prioritizing his children. So that's a little bit more serious. Do you know what I mean? But even then, I wouldn't fully stop that child from seeing their father. I would tell them, explain yourself. Tell your daughter you chose the club over this. Tell your daughter you chose this over her. I would be like, you go and explain yourself to why you're not picking her up on a weekend. But it is a very sensitive topic, and we can't just go off the little information that we just read on there. But mothers, we need to allow the dads to be more, to have also a good say in their children's lives, I would say. And come at me
as
if you
long
want.
as he's a safe person.
That's it. As long as he's not dangerous.
Yeah. I don't see why they can't be part of the child's life.
Absolutely. Wow. Okay. Do you guys have anything to add from the male's perspectives, or?
From a male's perspective, I feel like the dad should just keep trying and don't give up on your daughter.
That's it.
Rather than
100%.
like the situation might be like a bit rubbish, but the truth is, at the end of the day, you're not doing it for the mother, you're doing it for the daughter.
Yeah.
So if you're trying, you're trying. Keep trying. If you keep getting rejected, keep trying. Don't give up.
That's so true.
And reach out again if you need more advice.
Honestly, or reach out to we're young people here. You've got young men here who haven't got the experience as well, and then you've got the mums, not dads. But reach out to the right community as well and ask for advice from them as well. But keep trying, and as long
Don't
as
give up.
As long as you are doing, and you absolutely know in your heart that you're doing your best to be there for your child, and it's not good enough for her, it's not your fault. Full stop. It's not your fault at all. But yeah, thank you for that scenario. Do we have another scenario? Oh, is it my scenario?
Your scenario.
No. Okay. That should be hopefully the last scenario.
It's not yet.
بعد هذا scenario.
Yeah, inshallah.
فهمت؟ nice.
حوي?
معناها محيري سيناريو أنا بعد بدكنينا.
Yeah. After this scenario, we've got Maghrib to pray, right? All right, cool.
مغرب لكن حتى ما.
So,
5 minutes.
you ready? We've got time to talk about this before? Yeah? Okay, cool. So this scenario, this sister basically said, oh, wow. Okay, cool. You guys need to really listen to this, okay? I've abandoned my twins and ran away. That is the scenario. Hi, am I an awful mother for what I did? 2 years ago, I got pregnant with my twins. My husband and I had fallen in love when I was 18 years old and he was 24. Despite my family's warnings that he wasn't right for me, I was too in love to see the truth. Soon after we got together, I became pregnant and I was overjoyed, but he wasn't excited at all. That's very common. That is so common. After our twins were born, he changed completely. The love and affection vanished, and he didn't help out with the girls at all. The situation became unbearable. In a moment of sheer desperation, I packed my bags and I left the country, leaving my daughters with him.
Whoa.
Right. Now, 2 years later. Now, 2 years later, I want to see my daughters. I know they're okay because I talked to my sister. The guilt and heartache I am struggling to get over. I don't know why it took me 2 years, but I thought about them every single day. I want them back in my life, but I don't know how to. What advice would you give me?
How old are they?
2.
They're 2 years old.
Yeah.
She left them when they were baby.
So this mother, bless her soul, 18 years old, fell in love, got married, got pregnant straight away, had twins. And she's saying in a moment of desperation, she left. She left her kids with the father. She packed her bags and left the country, literally. 2 years later, she's obviously knows the kids are okay because she's communicating with her sister. But 2 years later, she's like, I want them back in my life.
Oh no.
Huh? Hell no. Why hell no?
You can't do that.
Nah.
What do you mean desperation? For what?
No.
Bro, you can't just
Like
leave and come back
what is she
whenever you want,
desperate
innit?
for?
Yeah, it don't work like that, man.
Yeah,
Huh?
It don't work
bro.
like
You
like
can't just leave and
the
come
whole
back when
idea
you
of
want.
instantly coming back. It don't work like that. But obviously coming back, yeah, definitely. But not instantly, like nothing
Maybe not
happened.
instantly, but I'm sure she can surely because she's asking, how should I come back? Like,
I think
No, but what?
She asking
Okay,
how-
my question is, okay, she was 18. She fell in love, despite that her family was telling her not to marry
him.
this guy, but she did marry, and then she had twins. So, like, what was the problem?
He wasn't supporting her.
In what way?
He wasn't showing her any affection. He wasn't showing her love anymore. He wasn't helping her with the girls. He wasn't happy that she was even pregnant. Right? So out of desperation, she packed her bags and she left.
Desperation of what?
I don't know. She could have been going through some hormonal stuff. She could have been going through some baby blues or whatever she was going through. Whatever she was going through led her to pack her
Okay, so
bags
she
and
wasn't
leave her
getting enough
children.
attention, so she left her children.
No, not just attention though.
That's
She's
what it
also
sounds like to
saying
me,
that she
though.
didn't get
Yeah.
any support from the children. She didn't get support from her.
No, but
Okay,
the
but
thing
if
is
the
what
hus-
it is,
okay,
yeah.
but wait,
If I
hold on,
was in
hold on,
her
wait.
situation,
Yeah.
right? If I was in her situation and say like I got a bit of fed up,
Yeah.
you might have that breakdown.
And then go to like
Yeah.
your family house for a day or two.
Pack your bags
Yeah.
and you go.
Yeah.
But you don't go
For 2
for
years.
2 years
Yeah.
and then you want to be part of the child's life.
Yeah.
You can't do that, man. You can't. I'm sorry. You are a mum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You don't get to abandon
nah,
your
bruv.
children.
Just going to the shops.
Yeah.
Yeah, my heart. And I know I'm leaving my child with a trusted person.
Yeah.
My heart was like literally.
you know what it
I
is.
mean? Let alone
Don't get
2
twisted.
Yeah.
years.
Don't
I
get
mean,
twisted. Like it is. You never know the person's situation and
Yeah.
their thought process. As it's very like subjective. Like you could do so. You could feel a certain type of way. They could feel a completely different type of way.
Yeah.
But then in that situation, the only person that knows how they feel is her.
Yep.
So I feel like in this situation, like in my opinion, I genuinely believe like obviously like you can't just come back whenever you like.
Yeah.
But obviously, like she must have left for a specific reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's be real. Like if she's
just
saying
because she didn't explain,
exactly. She
Yeah.
didn't give context onto like, for example, was he like, I don't know, was he abusive? Was he this? Was he that? She never gave context in that in that sense.
Yeah.
So I do feel like if obviously we had a bit more context, we could judge on that basis. But because we don't have that, we can't really say like shouldn't have left.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can also argue, you shouldn't have left.
Abdullah, I think you're trying to say something. That's very. Do you know what? You just literally asked all the questions in like all the right questions, right? And I completely agree with you as well. But I might have a different say to this. So, what is you were saying something earlier? Sorry, about Fatima was very passionate.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Go on.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but do you think that she has the right to come back?
I mean, it's her children, but like she can't. You know what he said? She can't just leave and come back when she wants, innit? Like the limits with it. Leaving, because to me, it seemed like she left because she wasn't getting enough attention.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, but like there's limits with it. You can leave for like a day and that, like cool, like a week, cool. Like we're going through stuff, but like you sort out. She leaving for 2 years.
Yeah,
she left her kids behind.
Yeah,
and if she's saying like she doesn't she's not giving him like anything at all, like no, like not even help with the kids. And how you trusting him to leave? How you leaving your kids with him? Saying that
that's a
very good point.
Yeah.
So you did that. You abandoned your kids firstly, and then you abandoned him. Like to me, it just seemed like you wasn't getting attention.
That's it. Basically, you feel like her reason wasn't valid enough. But how about if she had a mental breakdown? You know, like how some people can really be affected mentally.
Postpartum.
What if postpartum? Like what if she went through?
I will take my kids with me and leave him and go to my relative.
No. That's the thing.
Then I know your relative.
But the argument here was, imagine she had postpartum. She never specified postpartum. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, it could be a thing where you don't want your children.
Yeah, that
you don't want your children.
It could lead you to dislike your partner, to dislike your children.
You can have birth,
to dislike yourself.
Exactly. You can have birth and then instantly, like for example, not feel the connection with your child.
So basically, will it take you to come out 2 years?
Maybe not. Maybe did.
It's a type of depression.
Yeah.
It's a type of depression.
Does it take that long?
I don't know. It's a type of depression. You never know how long it takes.
Yeah. But even my question now is going to be, even let's say she was that girl in it, she just thought, nah, I don't need to be wasting my life, I'm gonna go, and she was that bad mum and she left, right? Would the kids not benefit having the mum there though? The same thing about what we said for the babe, for the father.
Listen, if this is about him being the issue, she could have easily divorced him, or whatever, and then share the kids. Like he has the kids sometime and she has the kids sometimes, wherever she may be. Like, you know what I'm saying, but leaving the kids with him for 2 years, and doing your own thing, and then coming back when you want. Nah, it doesn't work like that.
But do you not think she can have access to, like, do you not think that she deserves a second chance and like for her to come back into?
No, but then how did she know the kids were okay? She
second chance, but not straight away.
She had a contact with her sister.
Yeah.
And then how does the sister know that the kids are okay?
I'm sure maybe they help out. I don't know. Maybe they help out. Maybe they know. How do you even know she didn't stay in touch? Maybe she tried to come back. Maybe she wasn't allowed to come back. Maybe she's been. We don't know the full story.
I came back after 2 years.
No, but whatever.
So she wants the children back in her life after 2 years.
No, but she said it took her 2 years to do this.
Yeah, 2 years to want to basically.
The fact that she's saying it, she's already given it there.
Yeah,
the quote is in there. It took her 2 years. She could have said, "I've been trying for the past 2 years." That would have been a different scenario. You get what I mean? Different situation.
Yeah.
But she said it took literally 2 years for her. To reach out for her children.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Let's flip the tables.
Okay.
Right. Man marries a woman.
Yeah.
Right. Him and his wife have an argument. Whatever scenario you want to create. He's like, I'm done with this relationship. He walks out. Goes and disappears for 2 years. Mum's doing her job, raising the child. father's like, you know what, I messed up, I'm sorry, I'm back, I'm ready to be a dad.
I promise you, no woman's gonna let him.
Same rules applies,
Like that.
same
Of course,
thing.
yeah,
I promise
definitely,
you,
bro.
no
You
woman.
walked out.
Okay.
You said I don't want to be with you.
It's
Yeah.
worse.
So that
it's
means
worse
you've
this way,
literally
you know that?
abandoned your own kid. So why do you want to come back in the life?
Okay.
Nah.
Interesting.
It doesn't work like that, man.
And how about you, Abdullah? What did you say? He can't come back as well.
What was I saying?
So what? Well, he can't come back, like as in, like you're saying.
It's worse this way, innit? Like it's worse for the guy. I promise you, no woman is letting him get nowhere near the child, bro.
After 2 years of.
Yeah, if it's a man, no way, Jose, no way.
I don't know what world you guys are from.
Bro,
Would you? That's it. For example, now, yeah, if you were in that situation, you would have allowed
Both
him to come
situation.
back.
For me, if we're going to the actual scenario, I will sit down with that woman and say, we have a lot to talk about. Why did you go? Where did you go? Explain yourself.
you got your questions.
Understand.
You got your questions,
Right?
but like,
And if I understand the answers, ask my questions. I understand the answers. I am gonna be like, cool. I'm gonna give you. I need you to commit to certain things. I need you to be here this many times. I need you to slowly introduce yourself to the kids. I will give. That's the mother of my kids, for crying out loud. She left whatever reason, I don't know. I'm gonna assume the worst thing. She had a mental breakdown. You cannot control that. Just because you don't know what that feels like doesn't mean doesn't mean that she didn't go through it. And when she does come back, there should be controlled visits, but she needs to prove herself. Those kids need their mom. Same with the dad. If it was the same thing, the dad left. I'm sorry, I don't know like I said, I don't know what world you guys are from. I've seen too many dads disappear and then come back 5, 10, 6 years later, and the mums are like, hooray! Or not even the mums. The kids are like, oh my God, daddy. What are we going to say? No, don't go to your dad. There's a poison. Exactly. So why would you stop? So imagine when those kids are 4 or 5, they're like, where's mom? Yeah, your mum disappeared in 2 years, but where's mum now? Mum lives around the corner.
The truth is, when they're 2, I don't think you would remember anything when you're 2 years old.
Yeah.
So for the thing is, I feel like it's very subjective to the person.
Yeah.
You know what?
As I said, because obviously, so like for example, look, the husband or the guy in this situation is like, his feelings towards the mother will be different to the kids.
Absolutely.
So he could say, you know what, no.
Yeah.
But the truth is the kids won't know.
Absolutely.
They're 2 years old. If the kids were maybe older, they could choose for themselves.
Yeah.
But in this matter of time, if genuinely it wasn't in an ill-minded like way, where like if she just decided, you know what, like I want to leave, then But that's just my opinion. I just think But like at the end of the day, I do think a child like low-key at that age, it don't matter. Like
even it
for
don't
the
matter.
child's
I've seen
sake,
too many fathers do that to their children. Like when the table was reversed, all of a sudden it weighs a lot more heavier.
I did
like,
this,
yeah.
You can't really, let's say she was to do all of that, for no reason at all, because she just felt like it. You can't really say no. Like, it's your kid and it's her kid. Like it's not just yours. You get it? It's not a product. I mean, obviously she can see them whenever she wants. You know what I'm saying? But
did she file a divorce?
Regardless of divorce, when the kids grow up, they deserve to know what the mother did. Okay, but it's not up to you if she sees them or not. Like, cool, she did what she did. Now I'm just deep enough. It's not yours. Like, it's not a property. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's both hers and yours. Like, and if she's sorry and she changes her mind, and she's like, yeah, cool, I want to see my kids now. You can't. It's her kids as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, she carried them for 9 months.
Literally, like, you don't know what's happened.
Yeah, you'll be pissed that she left for that long, but
100%.
Like, who are you to say nah? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be 20 years they were gone. Like, the kids gotta know like what they did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's up to them what they do with that, but you can't say no.
Yep, I agree because I've seen so many fathers who just disappear, not leave the country, but they disappear after like the child is 1, 2, and then they come back and everything is fine, because everything is not fine, but the kids want their dad. And then it's okay. Do you know what I mean? And then the same for the mum as well. Like, I think it should be okay. What happened to second chances? Like, second chances, everyone deserves it. And even if she decided that she was going to be a brat, sorry to say that to you, and she wanted to leave, she can grow. 18, she's young. She can mature and come back and think, nah, I made the wrong choice. I want my children back. If she left them on the streets, you can question it. But she left them with a man who's a lot
That's a whole
older than her.
different. Okay, that's a
Yeah,
different
but she
story.
left him with a man
If
who's
she
a
left
lot
him on the
older.
street, that's a whole different story.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
with a man who's a lot older. He's 28, she said, and she was 18. So he must be.
Oh,
No,
28,
you said 24.
He was 28.
24 or 28?
Whatever.
But
Even
he
if
was
24.
28 and she was 18.
He's 18.
He's 18 and she's 24.
She's 18. So she's a kid.
He's 10 years older than her.
Yeah. So, you know, yeah, girl, I would say just take the first approach. Get your family to get involved. Seek help. Like, seek a therapist. Seek advice from real professionals. I'm serious. It's a deep one, but you have every right to be involved in your children's lives. For whatever reason you've left them for, that's between you and God, and then you and your ex-husband, and then you and your children.
Exactly.
Literally. So yeah. All right. It looks like we've come to an end to another episode of Scenarios. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. I love how we all have different perspectives and different opinions. We all actually have different opinions. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing your stories again with us. We appreciate you. Please do share, comment, and share our videos. I said share twice. Share it twice.